Now to the 2022 Texas primary. We are talking results as you are waking up this morning and issues at the polls.
Yeah, Harris County election officials have been working overnight counting votes.
And our team is working overtime covering races across Texas, here at home, and those issues at the polls.
Agochi Loca kicks off our team coverage at Harris County Election Central in Northwest Houston. Agochi, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dave and Kimberly. Well, we know right now state leaders and Harris County election officials seem to be going back and forth over these election results. Now, we're here now where election workers are receiving those ballot boxes as they come in, and Harris County election officials say their voting machines print out 2 ballots. Some were getting jammed up or stuck in the machines as people were trying to put them in at the same time, and they'll be flagged for separate review. But just minutes after the polls closed last night, the Texas Secretary of State issued a statement saying Harris County would not be able to count the votes within 24 hours of polls closing, which it says is required by a new state law. But the Harris County election administrator argues that's not the case. They just need the votes all in their central counting facility.
Certain parties, right, perceived perhaps that meant that 24-hour rule that we had to count everything in Harris County right now and have it all done within 24 hours. It's never been the case. We're a big county. We know we're going to get all those boxes back within the next 24 hours.
Yeah, and the election administrator, Isabel Longoria, who you just heard there, says despite a few issues, she describes this as a pretty average election night for a county as big as Harris County. Steph?
All right, couple of hiccups, but I guess it could have been worse based on what you're saying. Agochi Loca live for us, the Harris County Election Central. Thank you for that. At 6:05, meanwhile, it was not the only voting problem we've seen so far. At the Juergens Hall Community Center, some voters say they were slowed down because of the length of the ballot. Some people also had issues with paper jams when it came to printing those ballots. Our crews were also at the North Library off Wallaceville Road and the Beltway. There were long lines there all day, and some people say they even waited more than 2 hours. We also learned that a fight broke out between some people who were standing in that line. A Harris County attorney investigator arrived on site after those issues were reported. And in North Texas, some voting results will be delayed. Tarrant County Judge Glenn Whiteley says results would not be reported until sometime later this morning. He says there was a problem with the election machines.